We appreciate all of you guys hanging in there with us. During the commercial break, we were talking a little bit about your story.
Yes.
Not only do you have a son whose murder is unsolved, but his birthday is on Friday.
Yes.
It's kind of an ever-present reminder.
Yes.
And I think your case is so unique because you have not only been experiencing the effects of gun violence once, but you also experienced it with your fiance twice.
Yes.
So tell our viewers a little bit about what you experienced with your fiance.
Okay, we was on the 92Q boat ride, and it was a guy on there, and I had to go to the restroom, so I let my old man hold my purse, and the guy that was with us, he was blind, so he had to go to the restroom. So when they walked in the restroom, my fiance had my purse on his shoulder, and he had our blind friend in his arms. So this guy kept trying to say they were gay, and he kept telling them, no, we not gay, you know. And just one thing led to another. Well, Talia said something earlier, but about knowing the people that murdered your son. Well, this guy who murdered my fiance, this little boy had been in my house playing. I know his family. We lived 2 houses up from each other at the time, but we had done moved on, and I hadn't seen him in years, so I didn't even know, but I still would know the dad and the uncle. I still would see the dad and the uncle, you know. And so I'm a veteran to that. I hate to say it, but it's been 18 years that my fiance was murdered, and his case did get solved 2 months later. They did catch the guy in Cincinnati, Ohio, and they, you know, extradited or whatever back to Nashville. So he did. He got life in prison without the possibility of parole, and he was already on probation when this happened. And he had been in trouble since he was a little boy. He had mug shots from teenage on up, you know. So now my son, like I said, his birthday would be Friday. We usually would celebrate. Well, I'm not gonna be in town this birthday, so we'll probably do something. His baby girl wants to go and see the Addams Family, because it comes out on his birthday. So that's what she wants to do. She said, well, Granny, we're gonna go see it. I said, yeah, we're gonna go see it on his birthday. So, you know, times like that, the caller was saying, how you feel? I told him, yeah, you get knocked down for a minute, but you got to get up, because if you don't get up, the person that murdered my son, he's winning. He's knocked my son down, took him out. He taking me out. I'm taking this one out because I'm down. So you can't do that. You be down for a minute, but with God's grace, you get back up. If you don't have God in your life, now I can't say how you would make it, because I have God in my life. I might not act like it sometimes, but I do have him in my life, you know, and he's the one who helps me get up every day and tend to my son's baby. I have custody of her, and I have to get up. I'm 57 years old, and I have to get up and get a 6-year-old ready for school every morning, take her to school, back home, you know. So that's a lot. I'm starting all over again. But it's no problem, because I do believe that's the reason I didn't go crazy, besides the Lord. It was because I got this baby. I got this baby that looks up to me.
Absolutely.
You know, so I get up. Like I said, our life has changed forever.
Absolutely.
It's no fixing it or nothing. We have changed forever, because that's something we birthed. We carried 9 months, we birthed, and then for somebody to just, you talk to them 1 minute, then the next minute you get in a call saying they've been shot, and then when you get there, they gone. You know, that's not like an illness. You know, illness you can almost prepare yourself for. This you can't prepare yourself for. There's no preparing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She mentions coping, and you had mentioned earlier visiting graves. How do you guys find solace on birthdays, on the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving's coming up, without your loved one?
I think holidays are kind of the hardest, because you always remember silly stories. I never forget the older my kids got, you know, of course they don't want to believe in Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a big myth. You know, you tell all the little kids that. So one year, Twan was telling all the little kids, oh, it ain't no Santa Claus. So we told him to quit telling them. He kept telling them, you know, being funny, joking. So me and my husband came up with an idea. We said, we're going to hide all his Christmas stuff. Right. Since he told the little kids there wasn't no Santa Claus, we're going to hide all his Christmas stuff. So when everybody got up that morning, everybody had stuff except him. He almost cried. He was a big kid, too. He almost cried. So, you know, stories like that, you know, you'll always remember, and you try to keep certain traditions. You know, you do stuff, you spend time with family, but it's always an empty space. So those are the hardest times. It's 7 years, and it's still hard for me to even look at pictures. You know, the only picture that I probably can look at, I got a button. I got 2 buttons in my car, and I've got a few buttons, and 2 are of him, and then a couple of us are some more family members that passed away in our family within the last few years. But other than that, it's even hard to look at pictures.
It is.
I really appreciate y'all for being so raw and honest. Is that time again? We do have a commercial. Stay with us. We'll talk much more about unsolved murders awareness after this.